on the Benghazi attacks. That assault, you remember, led to the deaths of 4 Americans, including U.S. Ambassador Christopher Stevens. That particular 60 Minutes report, fronted by the correspondent Lara Logan, featured a security contractor who claimed, among other things, that he tried to fight off the attackers from inside that embassy compound. Now, that contractor's story was later questioned. Lara Logan ultimately made an on-air apology, and that brings us to today and these developments here from CBS. CNN senior media correspondent Brian Stelter joins me here. So first, welcome to the family, Mr. Stelter. Nice to have you on.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Let's just begin with first the news. Lara Logan and who else on the team are taking this leave?
Lara Logan, along with her producer, Max McClelland, are taking this leave. It was Jeff Fager, the chairman of CBS News, who went and asked them to take this leave, and they agreed to do it. This is the kind of thing you would normally see if in any news organization someone made a big mistake and a report was found to be deficient. But it's big news here because 60 Minutes is the most esteemed, most prestigious news magazine on American television. It's the kind of magazine that doesn't make mistakes, and that's why it's going to get so much attention today.
Brian, why did it take them so long?
You know, it's been exactly 30 days since this was broadcast, and what the standards report, which has come out about an hour ago, suggests, which is that this shouldn't have gotten on the air in the first place, that this report shouldn't have been broadcast at all. But once it was broadcast, CBS did exactly the wrong thing. They got up against the wall, they got defensive, they got in this defensive crouch, which, you know, we oftentimes see, you know, sports teams or companies or, nonprofits make these mistakes where they try to defend themselves rather than figure out what went wrong. Well, finally, they did figure it out. They did this long report to try to figure out what was right and what was wrong about the story. They found that parts of the story were true and parts of the story belonged on television. But that main source you mentioned, he was discredited, and as a result, it shouldn't have been broadcast at all.
Discredited pretty quickly, might I add, by different outlets, right?
That's true, and CBS shouldn't have dug in their heels. Right. You know, it's always the digging in that gets people in trouble.
Brian Stelter, we appreciate you. New host of Reliable Sources. Congratulations. We're going to talk next hour. You've got something else we're gonna chat about as well. Brian Stelter, thank you so much. I want to move on and talk about tales of